Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how I maintain my schedule and how I stay organized as a working mom and a business owner, and just some of the tips that I do to keep organized and make sure that I maintain my schedule. So if you haven't already, then hopefully you can like this video, subscribe. I talk about a lot of things, technology videos, unboxings, beauty, fashion. I have a lot of everything. So I want to talk about what I do to maintain my calendar. So I am a working mother. I am a manager, a marketing manager at my job. I also am a business owner as a graphic designer and a fine artist. And I am, the most important job of all is that I'm a mom to a 5-year-old. And he's in kindergarten. He is a soccer star. He's a swimmer. He has tons of extracurricular activities. So there's a lot that I have to manage between work, being a mom, being a business owner. And then, of course, you have to try to carve in a little social life for yourself. All of those things have to be managed. The number one thing for me is making sure that I maintain my calendar, because if it's not on the calendar, then I will lose track of it and I most likely am not going to remember. So I make sure that I put everything on my calendar. I like to do a lot of different calendars, so we're going to talk about that here. But the number one calendar that I maintain is my digital online calendar, and I use my smartphone, I use my iPhone, and I have everything here so that I can maintain and get things on my phone, on my computer, on my iPad, whatever it is. I have my calendar synced up to all of my devices so that when I'm working on the computer, I can maintain my calendar on the computer. When I'm on the go, it's on my phone or my iPad. I also have my Apple Watch. So yes, I am definitely a gadget person. If you've watched any of my other videos, I love doing unboxing and all type of tech things. So I definitely have to have my online calendar. So for me, I have a few different calendars that I use. And on your iPhone, when you have your calendar, I have options to put multiple calendars on my phone. So the first calendar that I maintain is my work calendar. So through my work email, I have an Outlook calendar, and I use Outlook to keep track of all of my meetings, all of my tasks, project deadlines. All of that is on my Outlook calendar. So I have a few recurring meetings that I have to manage weekly, that I have to run. So those recurring meetings are theirs. And in addition to that, all of the meetings that I have throughout the day, throughout the week. So that is my Outlook calendar that I use for work, and I have that synced up on my phone. So the other calendar that I use is my Google Calendar through Gmail. And so I have a personal Gmail account, and that is where I keep track of all of my personal items, personal calendar items outside of work. So that'll be any of the events that I have to attend, personal meetings that I may have. All of my son's things are on there, all of his school things that I have to keep track of, as well as all of his extracurricular activities, his soccer games and practices, swim practices. All of those things are on my Google Calendar. So a lot of people like to keep one calendar for work and also put their personal things on there. I don't like to do that. I don't mix my calendars. So I keep my work calendar in Outlook separate than my personal calendar through Gmail. And the reason for that is because I don't want to mix the two. Like I want to see my personal items and I also want to see my work items. So the good thing about the calendar that you can use on your iPhone and through Apple is that you can filter out your different calendars. So I have all of my calendars linked on my phone, but I can filter and turn off one calendar if I like. So if I want to turn off my Google Calendar and just see my work events, then I can do that. And then I can do the opposite and just see my personal items. And then when I'm on my computer, I can manage my Gmail calendar right in Gmail, and I can just see all of my personal things and not my work meetings throughout the day. So whatever works for you, but I just like to keep them separate so that I can filter them on and off as needed. There is a third calendar and that is another Outlook calendar that I have. So that is through the business that I run. I'm a graphic designer. I have my own graphic design company. And so I have client meetings and projects and things like that for my business. And so all of those things are ran through another Outlook calendar for my business email. And the primary function of that is pretty similar to what I use for my work calendar, but it is through my business email. And so again, it's very important for me to filter between my job and my business and my personal. So in addition to my online calendars that I maintain through my phone, I also like to have a hard copy planner. So this is my weekly planner, and I more so depend on my digital calendar, but I still like to write things down so that I can remember it. And if I'm like meeting with someone, I have it at a quick glance. And then in the mornings, I'll be able to just look at this calendar to kind of get a snapshot of my day. This calendar that I use, I like to have a calendar that has the week instead of months. So I like a weekly calendar where I can write day by day what it is that I have to do. And this one is pretty good because it also has your weekly goals on there, and it can track your habits, and it has a to-do list. So that is what I really love to do, is write down my goals for the week, my to-do list, and then I can maintain my schedule for the week. And it's pretty much the exact same thing that I do. And you can see all of my writing there of what I do, my to-do list, my weekly goals. So in addition, this is what I like to do, is to maintain a weekly planner. So whatever works for you, maybe a monthly calendar works, but for me, I like to see things week by week because I already have my monthly calendar on my phone, but this just keeps me targeted for weekly goals. And this may get a little bit more detailed than what's on my phone calendar because I can write down like really small things that I need to do for that day. And so it may not be a calendar worthy item. It just may be something very simple, and I can just put it there on my calendar for the week in hard copy form. So with all of those things, you would think, okay, that's enough. You have it. You have all of these millions of calendars on your phone, on your computer. You have a hard copy calendar. And I realized that it still wasn't enough as a mom. It wasn't enough. And so what I mean by that is that I always have a ton of things on my refrigerator. My son is always bringing handouts home of what's happening for that week at school, what they have to do, what I have to bring in for a certain project. And I needed something on the refrigerator. I am a refrigerator person. I know some people like to have their refrigerators clean and clear and nothing on there. I like magnets. That's where I put all of his notes and all of our activities. So I bought a wonderful calendar, magnetic calendar to go on my refrigerator. So it is a system. It has the monthly calendar, it has a weekly calendar, and it has a to-do list calendar. So it came in a 3-piece set, and I absolutely love it. It keeps me totally on task. This is something that I can just look at when we're running out the door, and I know like what's happening that day at school. So I put like everything on there, not my work stuff though. This is just like for me and my son and our day-to-day things. So it really helps me with him. So I feel like that is more so like so that I could just quickly see, okay, we have soccer tonight. We have soccer game tomorrow. We have to go to the kid activity or the museum or, church on Sunday. Like all of those things for our household is kind of there at a glance. And I rarely put anything work related on there unless it's like a major project that I just want to like really call out that this is due or a deadline. But this is primarily for like our household and just day-to-day items and quick things that I'll need to do, like grocery store shopping or, something like that. So I love having that calendar too. And, it may seem like a lot, but the calendar that I have on the refrigerator, I'll do that like at the beginning of the month, and then it's pretty much ready to go and I can just fill in as needed. But a lot of the things on there are things that recur, so I'll just kind of have to do that once a month and just maintain a little bit here and there. And then of course my working calendars, on my phone and emails, those are something that I do daily. And then my calendar for the week, I'll just do that at the beginning of the week, Monday, at the beginning of my work day. So it may seem like a lot, but when I don't do this, I'm not organized. I feel like I'm just, under the gun and trying to figure out what's next. Like this just allows me to really know what's coming up, what I have coming up, and I'm not forgetting things or missing meetings or missing events. Then don't forget to subscribe and check out some of the other videos that I have. All right, thanks. Have a good one.